Hello again, and welcome to Christine's Coloring and Crafts channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to do a couple of things. First, I did get a small order of some items in that I wanted to kind of show y'all. The other one I'll have to go get. I didn't bring it to the table with me. But the first one we're going to do is some markers that I just got today, and we're going to swatch them. I'm not sure if I'm going to like them or not. Somebody else had recommended them, so I'm going to try them. They're dual brush pens, art markers. Got a fine tip and a brush tip by Caliart, I believe it's called. Got the 34 set, and they're water-based markers. And this will be my swatching sheet here. And I did already get them out of the box to take a look at them. And it actually, I counted them, there's 34 here. But it actually looks like there's room for one more because of the way they kind of jostled around here in the little package. I'm not really impressed by the package, but I do think the pencils are pretty. Pencils. You know what? I got on my mind. The markers are pretty. Nice little brush tip there. And then kind of like a fine liner tip there. And hopefully that all came into focus for you. Let's see if they've got any names or numbers on them. Okay. It's got a number 2. Do they all got number 2 on them? They don't. So there's 1, 2. Cool. So they have numbers on them. Awesome. 24, 17. I might go ahead and put these in order just because they have cool numbers on them. I just got to find number 1. I don't think they're all in order because it's 32 markers and here's number 99. Excuse me. Okay. Do we got any more single digits? Not really. Oh, there's one. A number 7. 22, 72. Wow, yeah, they got numbers on them, but they're definitely number 100. They definitely are not what I expected them to be. I'm going to test this one out real quick because I can't tell if it's a red or a pink. These all appear to be reds here. Yeah, it's definitely a red. Okay. I love this little page. Just take stuff out and ta-da! So what we'll do is probably test a few of them to make sure they're like a red, a blue, a green, a purple, yada, yada, yada. Excuse me. And then swatch them just according to number. I don't know if anyone else does, but I have a fairly okay memory. I'm going to go with okay. So here we go with number 1. I didn't see a 2 or a 3, but yeah, this is number 1. And then I'm going to do each side. Kind of like this. And I like it. It feels nice. It's not very scratchy. It's pretty colors. Or at least a pretty color. I love how thin that is. Okay, and then we'll do number 2. Number 2. Which is pretty much the same color, it looks. I don't think I'm liking that too much. But I do use a lot of red, so having 2 of them isn't really going to break my heart. And then we're going to do number 17 here. I like to put them in rainbow order. Oh, that tip doesn't look very good. I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks a little crooked. We'll try it anyway. It's still laying down nicely. I just think what I'll do is I'll take it easy on this particular tip. So it's still laying good, and at least it's a different color. Red. That tip looks okay. Of course, it's very tiny, and I need glasses and don't wear them for whatever reason. So, No telling. We'll see how that one does when I do some. I use markers mostly for the pages I do while I'm working. Ooh, that's kind of like a vermilion color, like an orangish red. And that tip's in good shape. I kind of like that. Like a salmon or a vermilion. Let me see this one real quick. Number 7. I think it's a pink. I don't know, guys. I think it might actually be a red. So I guess I'm not going to get them in order. That's okay. As long as I have the colors out. Yeah, that's definitely a red. Okay. And the brush tips, that one doesn't look, that one looks like it got a little chunk out of it too. See how, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's kind of crooked. Still working though. And I'll definitely, after I do a couple of coloring pages with these markers, I'll definitely let you guys know. Number 7. Okay. That's the only bad thing about having markers that don't have color names on them, is you're going purely by the color of the cap or, you know, barrel. Sometimes the barrels are the color too. So you might get it wrong. Number 41. There we go. Which isn't a big deal to me. I don't really care if I do get it wrong, as long as I know what color I'm going to look for in the end. I mean, I prefer to go in rainbow order, but I'm not that picky. That's a very pretty yellow-orange. And then number 44. And scissors that fell in the trash can. Apparently I'm a little hard on this table. I did not know that. I'll get those later. They're good scissors, so I'm definitely not leaving them in the trash can. All right, let's get these couples out here. I think this might be a yellowish color too. Let me see. Yeah, that's a kind of creamish yellow color. Ooh, you got to be careful with the caps. They try to go on crooked, and maybe that's what's bending the brush. Oh, there we go. Let's see if this one's a yellow too. Kind of a yellow ochre color, I guess. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Okay, so here is number 31. I think this pen's gonna poop out on me here. Oh, that's a pretty yellow. So far, I'm liking it. I like the colors. I don't like that number 1 and number 2 are basically identical. I can't see a difference. If you guys can see a difference, let me know in the comments below. But I can't see a difference. All right, then we're gonna have number 33. I was gonna say this one's gonna look like it. It's a pretty bright yellow. God, that yellow is gorgeous. I cannot wait to incorporate this one into my colorings. I mean, I love using my Ohuhus, but they do certain things that I don't like. Like if I don't watch how I'm going in the lines, they kind of like spread out when you lay the color down. I mean, it just comes down, it goes whoosh, and it goes outside the lines if I'm not carefully looking. All right, number 36. Yeah, I'm going to go with, that's kind of a yellow ochre. So that would make like nice middle of the flower color, or even incorporated into skin tones and tree bark, stuff like that. And here's number 30. And it's a really pretty like cream color. This would be a good skin tone, a good highlight color for the yellows. I mean, you got it right there. Your light, medium, and dark, or light, medium, and dark. That is really almost unseeable on the fine liner side. It's okay. It's okay. We're learning. All right, let's get some greens out here. I think this is a green too. Yeah, that's definitely green. All right, and I'm gonna put these to the side for a second and get the other colors out of the way because they're starting to pile up. And I do need a bigger desk for doing my videos. And these will have their own either case or drawer slot within the next few days. I'm thinking more of a case because they are going to be used over here on the other side behind me for my work environment. All right, we're going to have number 72. Number 72. Move that out of the way in case it's blocking you. Oh, I was going to say, this is going to be a pretty green because the tip is just gorgeous. That's a beautiful light green. Nice, good yellowish green there. Nice. Very, very nice. All right, and then we got number 62. Okay, and then that one's tip is beautiful. Oh, what a pretty green. I love these greens so far. Oh my gosh. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right, and then number 99. Oh, so pretty. That's a nice olive green. Beautiful. What I might do is mix these up with my Bics. All right, number 67. Does anybody else ever notice that most colored pencil sets, marker sets, paint sets, media sets have way more greens and blues than any other color? Like they can't balance it out right or something. Not that I'm complaining, because that's a pretty green as well. And then the last one here will be number 63. At least these got numbers on them. I don't have to put masking tape on them and number them. Oh, that's a nice dark green. Let's see something. Oh, thank God it does not spread out like the alcohol markers do. I love my Ohuhus. I really, really do. But when you're at work taking some difficult calls, you really don't have the time to sit there and take your time on a picture, in the sense that you don't want to have to pay attention to how close to the lines you get, because that is just not what you want to have your focus on. You only want to be, well, I only want to be coloring to keep me calm, you know, and help me be extra nice to my customers. I mean, it's not hard to be nice to customers, but, you know, you get 10, 20, 30 screamers in a day, and it really grates on your nerves, and you're starting to regret your life choices. That is a blue. And, you know, everybody always leaves the emotions at the door, and that's easier said than done. You can leave the emotions at the door if you only get a few calls that are people acting like their first world problem is a third world problem. And I'm not trying to put anybody down. I get it. You're trying to do something, you got blocked, or, you know, you got frauded, or, you know, you got scammed, or something happened where you can't use your card. I get it. I really do. And most of the time it's pretty simple to leave my emotions at the door, but you know, you have to do this over and over and over again, repeatedly, every day, day in, day out. You know, calls are back to back. They just don't stop. And it's just easier to keep my focus after I've had 10 or 15 calls. And here comes number 16 and 17 and 18 and 20. You know, it's easier to keep that focus and keep my emotions at the door when I'm sitting there coloring while talking to the customer. And 9 times out of 10, they come in screaming and hollering. Some are cursing. Some are highly upset because they got scammed or frauded, or their wallet was stolen, or whatever have you. And they leave the conversation better than they came in. And that is my main goal. Not only to just take care of you and do what I can for your account and your problems, but also I want you to leave the call happier than you came in. And most of the time, 99.9% of the time, I'm pretty good at it. So the coloring helps. So here we got number 82, and we're in the blues now. Plus, on that rare occasion where you're not getting back-to-back calls, it's kind of nice to color and take a couple breaths like, ah. That helps you prepare for the next call too. And this is a pretty blue. Oh, I love this blue. It's so pretty. I think that's going to be my favorite blue, says the girl who has like 6 blues. Number 83. All right. Oh, that's a nice dark blue. I like how these lay down. They're just really smooth, really easy to work with, even the ones with the weird looking tips that look like they got bent. That's nice. All right, and then we got number 80. That's a nice medium blue. Oh. The light one, by the way, still my favorite one so far. I love that blue. It's so pretty. Okay. And then we're going to have number 100. Keep in mind, there's only 34 markers to this set. Wow, sometimes I just can't help myself. This is a very beautiful shade of blue-green. I like it. I might have tried to incorporate it with some of the greens up here. All right, then we got number 86. All right, I think I might actually like this blue better than the light one. That is a gorgeous dark blue. Let's say this is my favorite light blue, and this is my favorite dark blue. We still got one more blue, though, to go. But this is a gorgeous blue. Oh, my gosh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Then number 92. And these really weren't that expensive, actually. It looks like they cost... they're still on sale right now for $12.99 for the 36 set. And then they have a coupon where you can save an extra $2 when you apply the coupon. So you could get 34 dual brush pens art markers with a fine point and a brush tip point for basically about $10-12 bucks. That's really not that bad. Excuse me. So that's a pretty good deal. All right, then number 92 here. Oh, that's a gorgeous blue. Okay, I'm in love with these blues. We're just going to say I like all the blues. Give me all the blues. Very beautiful. Oh. Okay, now we're going to see how the purples look. Let me test this one. Is this a purple? No, that's definitely like a purple pink. Okay, so I got, looks like 2 purples here. In you go. Not purple. Okay, I'll put the blues to the side. So we're going to have number 50. Yeah, my ink's starting to run out. Okay. That's nice. I like this purple. It's really pretty. I like the colors of these pens. Markers. Oh no, I don't know if you guys can see it, but this one's tip is really bent on the fine side. Oh, I almost can see it in the way I'm doing the lines too. Oh, that's sad. But we'll work with it. Number 54. I have like tiny pliers and stuff in my bird toy part supplies. So I'll see if I can't gently straighten it out a little bit. I still work with it. The brush side is still in great shape. This one's in great shape. I mean, I don't expect perfection for $10-12 bucks. So Let's see if this is a pink. Yeah, that's definitely a pink. A nice light pink. All right, then we're going to do number 49 up here. Yeah, it's definitely like a purple pink, so I'm glad I used it first. Yeah, I think these tiny tips, if you don't watch it, you could probably bend them really easy yourself too. So they just did me a favor. They bent it before I could. Number 10. Oh, that's pretty pink. Not a pink fan, you know, not a big fan of pink colors, but these are nice. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna have number 15. That's a nice pink. I like it. That's the way, I like it, We'll have to color. I'll have to color with these tomorrow. I think I just started a page. I've turned around, but the pages are on top of my laptop. Number 95. And the reason I took that lid off is because it was already partway off. So that would be a good skin tone color, actually. That's a really good peachy pink. So you got some good skin tone colors. But in case you don't like any of these for skin tone colors, have I got a skin tone color set for you? Okay, I'm going to get the rest of these out so I can plot these. Oh my gosh, I did not know it came with its own do-it-yourself color card. And the colors on the back. Oh yeah. That look nothing like what I put down. Because, I mean, look here, we just did number 95, and it looks, this number 95 looks a little bit more purple than that 95. So, we're not going to worry about that card. All right, let me get my browns and gray and black over here. Put these colors back. And then I'm going to put this on the table behind me. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and get into the browns here. Number 94. I wonder if number 94 would also make a good skin tone. Let's see. Yeah, I think it would. Nice, darker skin tone. I think it would be very pretty. Yeah, I think it would be really a pretty color. Number 45. And of course, if you're wondering how I like to go in rainbow order, yeah, there's browns here. What I like to do is like make sure it's the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then pink. And then I do browns and grays and then blacks and whites. And usually not the whites, just because, you know, they're not going to show up on my paper. Ta-da! That would make a really good chocolate skin tone. Ooh. Number 48. It'd also be really great for tree bark. Brown eyes. Oh, it's really nice, but barely darker than number 95. Or 94, sorry. It's a nice color, though. I like it. All right, and then I think this is a black. Let me see. Nope, that's actually a gray. All right. But here's a gray, number 20. I'll make a nice shadow gray. Although usually, to be perfectly frank, I use colored pencils to do shading a lot of the times. Number 21. A little bit darker. It's actually kind of a blue gray, I think. I don't know if you could tell on the video, but it does look like a kind of blue gray to me. And then last but not least is number 93, our black color. Which will be shadowing, throwing shade. Maybe going around, you know, black lines like this a little bit more to kind of like bring them out, make it stand out. Yeah, that's what we can do, guys. Yes, we can. All right, next here, and that's why I'm going to go get the scissors out of the trash can. And they're going to be covered in pencil shavings. All right. So I figured I'd show you guys what I do because the Spring Hill 80-pound paper is a little bit larger than the plastic sleeve. I mean, it's basically the same size as you can see here, but I mean, just barely. So it's hard to fit in to the sleeve. So what I do is apparently put pencil coloring all over it first, is I just cut off a little bit of the edge off of the swatch sheet. And then of course, like in all my other videos, these are not color swatch charts that I made. These are not anything I drew up, anything I made, you know, or anything I could take credit for. These are what I copied onto my Spring Hill 60 or 80-pound paper, and it comes from the Colorist Companion, the Ultimate Color Chart and Coloring Logbook with color swatches, blending swatches, page trackers, and more by Ava Brown. So that comes straight out of her book, and it's for my personal use. I don't sell them. I don't give them away for free. If you wanted to do something similar, and I still use her other pages and stuff in her book, and have swatch charts in those books as well, in that book as well. But if you want to get your own, you can get it for $6.99 on Amazon. It's not very expensive, and it has a lot of useful pages in it. Other, you know, just this one, I just wanted everything to finally be in one book, because I've got swatch books everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And speaking of swatch books, we'll go get that swatch book and get some other markers out. Because the swatches are already done. I just want to kind of review the markers that I got. All right. So the first set is a set of 12 markers, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're 12. And the reason I want to bring these up, and I'm going to actually get my little picture down, is that they are amazing glitter markers. They're by Ohuhu, and these are just amazing. I mean, I have glitter gel pens, and they're cute. They really are, and they work, and you can see the glitter off camera. I think on camera you can really see the glitter. Let me get her out here. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Can you see the glitter coming off this girl's hair and wings and her top? Because I just finished her. I did her in all in Ohuhu markers. The skin tone set, which I'll show you too, I just got. And then like the normal 48 set. And then the glitter set. I love the glitter set so much. I didn't color the clouds because I don't have white and I don't feel like doing gray clouds. And this is the next girl I started for work. And of course I have that sheet of paper. Very colorful sheet of paper in between. It's actually kind of like a cardstock paper that I just borrowed. I think it had messed up. Yeah, when I was practicing drawing skin, which I cannot do obviously, I messed that up. So I just turned this into an in-between so that the markers didn't go to the next page. This is one of the books I'm hoping I finished coloring. I want to have this all done. I would say by summer. I don't think that's unrealistic, despite the amount of calls I get. And as you can see, she's already done here. And I had stopped here because this is a little bit lighter than the rest of it. But they're really great skin tones. We'll go over those here in a minute. For these glitter markers, I'll show you my swatch sheet. CC Fines. There we go. Ohuhu Skin and Glitters. Look at these pretty colors. Oh my gosh. These are just gorgeous colors. I accidentally found another marker. I was like, only 11? That's an odd number. And then I found the taped blue cap. Because there's like 2 blue colored barrels. But one of them's more of a purpley color than the other. And you would have thought it was this one. But it's actually this one. So, and these are just gorgeous colors. I love them. I love the skin tone set. It's really pretty. And then I love the way these just, the way they work. They've got a really nice tip on the end. It looks really sturdy. It feels really sturdy. And then they draw really nicely. Do a little heart here. Isn't that cute? I love it. And then we'll fill it in. I love this glitter. It is so pretty, guys. So pretty. They are extremely wet, though. And I mean extremely. Okay, it's not going through. On the Spring Hill paper that I'm using here, this is just a sheet of Spring Hill with a printed page that didn't print out right. And I don't know if you guys can see the little bump here. That's where it just pulled the paper a little. So these are extremely wet. So keep that in mind when you're coloring. That way you don't accidentally tear up your paper, which I did do on one coloring in my Deborah Mueller book that I was just showing you. All right, let's try the pink one in here. So you just got to be really light-handed when you're doing it. If you're not, you get the little boo-boo like I made. But they're worth it. They're worth remembering to be extremely light-handed. They're just so worth it. They're just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous colors. And then, did I pull up the price of those? Let me see. There's the Caliarts. No, I did not. Hold on. Here we go. All right, so we got the Ohuhu 12 glitter color. They say water-based acrylic. Maybe that's why they feel so wet. Ink marker with fine point tip. And I got it, I actually got it on sale for $12.99, but currently it is going for $15.99. And I honestly think it's worth it. The colors are gorgeous. And the tips are really nice. I love the tips. They don't feel like normal felt tips or anything like that. And I think it's funny that they drew hearts with the colors to showcase the colors. And I just kind of did that too. Alrighty, so that's 12 water-based acrylic ink markers, glitter. They're gorgeous. Love them, love them, love them. So glad somebody brought those to my attention in one of the Facebook groups. All right, and then next we have the Ohuhu skin tones. I think they're a set of 24, maybe 36. Hold on. Where's my Ohuhus? 36 skin tone colors. And they are currently going for $24.99. Normal price $27.99. That still comes out to less than $1 per marker. And they got these really neat, kind of like oval shape, actually. And then, of course, the brush tip and the chisel tip. There's the chisel and the brush. And it's kind of like a fine brush. I call it brush, but they probably call it fine tip. Anyway, this one is barely beige, so hopefully we can see it. Oh yeah, we can see it really good. I'm just going to do some squiggles. And I mean, most of these colors really make a great skin tone color. All of them do. But they are pretty wet too. They say alcohol-based, but they're almost as wet as the water-based ones. And then you can see they did bleed through a little bit. Like I said, it's a picture that did not print out right. Like her shoulders didn't come out at all. It's missing half the flowers. It was when I was running out of ink and I didn't know it. New printer problems. And then you got the whole line here. And I just kind of put them in the same order as you get a swatch chart with them that's already, or a color chart that's already filled out. I have no idea what I did with it. It's around here somewhere. Lord only knows what I did with it. But anyway, you get a color chart with it. And I just colored them in the same order as they came in the color chart rather than try to do rainbow order or anything like that. But they are a good set to have. Like the black brown, even though it says black brown here, it looks kind of like a peachish orange. And then the powdery orange, both of these I can use with my regular Ohuhu markers as the highlight colors. I really like that idea. So they're more than just a skin tone set. They can also be a highlight color set for like several different colors, you know, just to add that little pop of lightness and, you know, have things kind of pop off the page a little bit. I'm not as good with markers as I am with the colored pencils on that one, but I'm learning. But anyway, you know, everything in one spot for a swatch book. Okay. Put that over there. And we'll get the scissors out of the way before we decide to throw them in the trash again. And then, voila! We got a page I have been coloring with my Prismacolor pencil set here. And I have used some special markers that I got. I mean, they're not like super special secret markers like I just made them sound out to be. They are actually from Arteza. I had watched another video, and I can't remember whose video it was that I watched, but they were talking about some white gel pens that have never let them down. And I'll tell you, I've tried so many different gel pens and ended up just throwing them away. Let's see here. The Jelly Roll, which those work for a while, kind of, on colored pencil. They did okay. Usually I got like the 0.8, the 0.5, and the 1.0, and it was usually the 0.8 and the 1.0 that would work, and the 0.5 never worked. And then I got Art and Fly, and those didn't work at all. And then, of course, with my gel pen sets, both my Castle Arts and, who is it? Caliart gel pens, the whites never worked. Straight out of the box, never worked. And I even contacted both companies. Hey, the white doesn't work. Do you mind sending another one? They sent another one. Didn't work. And for the longest time, I thought, man, I'm doing something wrong. But luckily enough, let me find a dark marker here. I'm just going to do it with a marker. Luckily enough, I found the Arteza ones, and they do come in different sizes. Now we got to kind of let that dry. That's one of my Ohuhus, and that's a chisel tip. One of the Ohuhu markers. I think it's a 48. Yeah, it's the 48 set. And then the brush sides on there. I've had these for a long time. And I do love using them, but like I said, watch this. Watch it not doing it on this paper. Nope, it's bleeding. I held it in place, and I made that big old mark. Let's see here. If you hold it in place for a long time, it just keeps going and spreading. What I call spreading out. You see that? I never moved it, and it spread out. So if I'm not paying attention, I go over the lines. And sometimes I'm not paying attention. All right. Watch them not work on camera. So we got the Arteza gel pens. They come in a 12-pack. So you get, I think, 4 of the 0.6, 4 of the 0.8, and 4 of the 1mm nibs. White roller ball pens. And I got them for like 15, 16 bucks because they were on sale at the time. And now they're, wow, that's weird. They're up to $20.99 for the 12 set, but a 60 set is only $17.99. That's weird. Are they all white? Oh, no. They're all different colors. Okay. I feel better now. I also feel better because I do have a 60 set of Arteza gel pens in all different colors. And you can get a set of refills for $12.99. Ooh, buddy. I'm liking that. So that way I can get refills. Alright, so this will be the Arteza 1.0. And sometimes you gotta kind of get it started a little bit. But maybe this is still wet. Or maybe it's doing like I said and it's not going to work on camera. Yeah, I think, maybe, nope. I swear, I have the worst luck with white gel pens. Let me clean the tip off a little bit here. See if that'll help it. I swear they were working really great with my colorings. I mean, I've had them for about a week. There we go. I mean, that's literally... Some of y'all might be using white gel pens and are used to the luxury of them always working. But if you're having trouble with gel pens and you've tried all the other brands, here's the 0.6. This is the one that I have the most trouble with when I got it. Oh, there it goes. And of course, it's going to be the one that makes a liar out of me. Whee! Worked perfect. Woo-hoo! Number 8, or 0.8. Gotta get it rolling here. Yeah, it is still wet because that just came out pink. That might be affecting it. But they make nice little lines and stuff. And like I said, I did have to get the 1.00 millimeter going. But the rest of them did really, really good, I think. And then this picture is from the... Oh, I'm going to say her name wrong. I know I am. I'm going to go see the spelling of it, but I doubt I'll be able to say it right. Because it's Camellia Angelkova, 50 Jungle Miniatures. And I just copied off this cute little picture from that book onto... Tantone paper so I could make a Major Mitchell's cockatoo. When I seen this little guy, I was like, Major Mitchell's. But anyway, here you could see where I did the little details in his eye, and that was with the 1 millimeter, and it worked perfectly. Why it's not doing it on video? It's supposed to make a liar out of me. So anyway, I kind of wanted to do a couple leaves on camera. Because I'm still trying to learn leaves very well. Hopefully he turns out good, because I hate to mess up after I've done all that work with the flowers and the cockatoo himself. I'd hate to have that messed up. But I've been doing it with my Prismacolors. I'll sharpen them up here real quick in the Doll 133. Nice pointer. Ha ha ha. The greens break the most on me in the Prismacolor sets. That's why that apple green is so short. I really have not used it that much. There we go. Nice point that didn't break. Bless its little heart. And then grass green. And the Doll 133 sharpener really has done some nice work for me in saving these Prismacolors. Nice sharp point. And it didn't break. Yoo-hoo! Okay. So let's go over here. And of course I got my handy dandy napkin so I don't spread any pigment around. Well, not too much. And then we've got yellow Chartreuse PC 1004. And as you can see, I'm still pretty much a beginner. So I'm using, you know, the 3 colors. I'll highlight in a medium and a dark tone. Sometimes I'll get 4 colors in there and be super brave. Not all the time. And of course, because it's Tantone paper, it takes a few layers before you can actually start really seeing the color. it doesn't lay down and look like that right away. It takes a few layers, but they layer up beautifully. Then we got Apple Green, which is PC 912. I'm just gonna, now these shorter pencils, I have a harder time keeping a light hand because I'm trying to hold on to the pencil and the end of it's at the end of my hand. And this one actually will be going into a pencil extender not too far from today. Probably will be doing it today. But we'll color a couple leaves on this guy and then call it a night on the video. Because I know I make them long. Sorry, guys. It's just so much fun to color and share with you guys. Share what, you know, I've brought to the front porch. Share what I'm coloring, share new ideas that I have discovered, you know, on other YouTubers' videos or Facebook groups. And I try to give them credit, especially the ones that I watch a whole lot, which is Coloring Bliss and Pamela's Passion for Pencils. I watch them a lot. I also like to watch Sarah Renee Clark. And I'm going to get her name right this time, so I'm going to look it up. Super Ray Dizzle. She's funny and she does beautiful artwork. Really, really beautiful artwork. I really enjoy those the most. I mean, there's a lot of YouTubers I have on here that I really, really like, but those are the ones I enjoy the most. And I just seen a mistake in a flower. I will fix that after I do this. Now what I'm doing here is something I remember clearly learning off of Pamela's Passion for Pencils, is just kind of adding like that shadow color or shading color, whatever you want to call it, to make it look like the flower is in front of the leaf, which it genuinely is, but this helps kind of just like bring it out a little bit, bring the flower out. There we go. And then let me go over here and get my dark purple. There we go. This one, oh, that's indigo blue. And then I threw it because, you know, I enjoy my Prismacolors breaking all the time. Sometimes I can smack myself. All right, so this one is just normal violet PC 932, and it was the dark tone that I used on these flowers, and I missed right here to do that shading, or that making the flower petal itself kind of pop. I'm gonna fix this guy up a little bit too while we're here. Now, did I miss anybody else? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference on camera, but adding just that little line makes that petal come forward on the page here in person. So, all right. So we're starting to see this chartreuse yellow come out and bloom just like one of these little flowers. So pretty. And then back to the apple green. I've noticed too that it takes a few layers of these Prismacolors on this tan tone. It's Strathmore. I can't remember the pounds on it, but it's like it drinks the color up. And I mean, it's smooth. I mean, smooth like a baby's butt. But it just seems to not allow the pencils to color in the tan of the paper like you would when you're using the Spring Hill 80-pound paper, you know, where you see that white of that paper getting filled up pretty quickly, pretty straight away. This takes some time. It's almost like it just leaves gaps on purpose. I don't know why. Maybe it just doesn't like the Prismacolors. Who knows? I'm going to do the grass green one more time here. And then after I finish with the other two colors, I will do a grass green one more time, if I feel it needs it. There. All right, but we're just going to stick with the Chartreuse and the apple green for now. But every time I come in here, that's one thing I do like about the tan tone paper with the lighter colors. Every time I come in, I can see, and see, I'm going to pull that green up just a little bit, that grass green. I can see the colors getting brighter with each layer, getting more vibrant. Something you always learn with the Prismacolors first, I think. I think that's why they're a lot of people's favorites. Here we go. And I'm just pulling at that slightly just to make it look a little more realistic. Come here, eraser. I mean, obviously I'm not going for super realism on this page because that bird is not real. Doesn't even come close to looking real. Does look good though. Okay, it comes a little close to looking real. I got the colors bang on. But I also used a reference photo that I got off of when I saved it. Reference photos from a Google search of Major Mitchell's cockatoos images. And there are just dozens and dozens of images all over it. So I got to enjoy different angles, close-ups, far back, you know, stuff like that. Kind of really get a feel for the Major Mitchell's, which is also known as the Ledbetter cockatoo. It's a very rare bird in captivity. I don't know about the wild. I know at one point they were rare. I don't know about anymore. They're very sweet birds. They're extremely expensive birds. And they're typical cockatoos. They love to chew on wood that they shouldn't chew on. They love to scream. Most cockatoos can be heard up to a mile away, with the salmon-crested cockatoo being the loudest of them all. You can hear him or her 2 miles away. So, if you're ever thinking about getting a bird, and this is your first time getting a bird, I do not recommend a cockatoo. That is definitely, until you get some experience with dealing with the noises that they can make, I don't recommend cockatoos as first birds. There we go. And that actually came out kind of nice. I think I'm going to pull the color out a little bit more again. There we go. I doubt you can see it on camera, but I can see it getting pulled. That's one neat thing about the Prismacolor pencils. I like that you can see the techniques you're learning. And that's a technique I learned off of Pamela's passion for pencils. Actually, one of her tutoring classes, which I thought that was pretty cool that she does these. She did, I don't know if she does the individual ones anymore, but I know she does, I think I know she does some group ones. I haven't seen it in a while. I'll have to ask her. But there's one leaf with the yellow chartreuse, the apple green, and the grass green Prismacolors. Then we're going to switch places with these guys. And I have actually, you could tell by the length of these pencils, I don't use them much at all. And I don't know if you can actually tell either on the Prussian Green PC 109, that right there, that's cracked. That's cracked pretty good. Which may lead to some tip breakage. We'll see. Let's put it in the dough. Usually if I go pretty slow, they do good. Woo, that came out nice. Okay, and then we're going to have Gray Green Light, which is PC 289. That's going to be the highlight color. And of course the Prussian is going to be the dark color. Boy, this one's tough. Came out nicely. I'm going to have to empty that doll here soon. And then our mid-range color will be Jade Green, which is kind of light, but I'm hoping it works out with the sap green and the Prussian green well. There we go. That's actually a pretty good centered cord too. Let's see all three of them. Not bad. The sap green light is a little bit off center, but the other two are like almost bang on, dude. Okay. And we're going to do this little leaf over here. And I think I'm just going to go all the way down. Almost looks like white on the paper rather than a green. This is a super light color, dudes. Okay. I'm going to put that all the way up there like that. And it's so easy to be light-handed because I'm holding it way far back. Because it's such a nice long new pencil. And with these Prismacolors, a lot of the wax ones, I don't mind getting heavy-handed with because they're not likely to break much. Not like Prismacolors. Prismacolors break. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and go for the Jade Green. See how that turns out. This, I'm going to hold it a little bit closer and try to stay light-handed, but I don't want to get the Jade Green into the light blue that I use. This sky blue light. Okay. And if you have this 50 Jungle Miniatures book, I hope you love it as much as I love mine, because that thing, I love the pictures in it. So many birds, so many cute critters. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. So far, this Jade Green's kind of looking like dirt or a gray, like one of the cool grays going down. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit close here again. And the nice thing, too, about light layers is, what if this combo gets done, I take one look at it, and I'm like, ew, don't like it at all. I could come through with the eraser, and then, of course, just pick 3 other colors that'll kind of cover whatever the eraser didn't pick up. All right, then last but not least is our Prussian Green. Now, honestly, this is a little difficult holding the pencil back and doing a light layer. So I'm going to get up close here, like you just saw me do. Then, of course, also, if you guys can tell, I'm turning the pencil to try to keep the point. So I'm turning it a lot. Alright, then we'll do our little pop out the flower trick. There we go. We're going to do the same thing here. And don't get me wrong, I don't always do the turning thing. Sometimes I forget. Alright, so go for the gray green light again. I don't know how to feel about the gray green light yet, because it really looks like it's white. We'll see. I'll be the judge after a couple of layers of this. I'm still keeping kind of a light hand despite holding closer to the tip of the pencil. And then I'll sharpen this one again after I get done with this round of color. There we go. I think it's starting to look really nice and soft and match those flowers pretty good. we go. Sometimes I leave little crumbs. There we go. It's crummy. All right, then another round of the Prussian Green before I put it away. And do a couple more layers with the other two colors. There we go. So if you guys got any ideas coming to your noggins of things you'd like to see, please put that in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to take a look into what you're looking for and see what I can do to accommodate. All right, now this layer I'm going to go down a little bit harder. It still looks really white though. Oh well, so this could be a really light picture. I like it personally. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about this color combination. Because even though it does look kind of white, I'm really digging it. I'm digging it. There we go. And then of course Jade, which I just sharpened, so I kind of want to be careful with her. There we go. Sorry, once I get in a zone, I forget to talk. Which is probably alright by you guys, because I talk a lot. Which I'm okay with. I'm comfortable in my own skin. Here we go. Then back to the gray-green light. Or, yeah, gray-green light. I'm going to start pulling the jade into it. And that's basically what I'm doing here. Is that pulling the color in there to kind of smear it around. And make it look a little bit more realistic. Yeah, let's go ahead for another round of jade. And of course, after another round of jade, we'll do another round of the gray-green light. So we can pull it in there a little bit better again. There we go. It's looking really good. Hopefully you guys are liking it. I know I like it. Looks really nice. Oh, especially once you get all the crumbs away. Here, let's see this. That's another thing about this tone tan paper. I mean, these, don't get me wrong, these pencils leave crumbs. They really do. But they show up so easily on the tan tone paper. Tone tan, whatever. There we go. And then go get my sap green light again. Start pulling. That way, it doesn't quite look like straight lines. Like you forced the colors to work with each other. I'm gonna make you work. All right. And then last but not least, we'll go ahead and do another layer of the Prussian. Oh, not last. Because I'm going to go take that jade and pull these colors here. Now this, I don't mind it looking like it's straightforward. I don't think the veins need to be pulled out. Here we go. It's not looking too bad. All right. And then just do a little bit of pulling here and here and here. And it doesn't look so straight. And then of course, since I did color over the lines a little bit, where you at? There you are. There it is. And I'm going to fill it in with my Handy dandy trusty polychromos black number 199. And ta-da! So we got a couple leaves done today. Let me know which one you like, which leaf you like better. I mean, I like both of them, but I'm kind of leaning towards this one because it's a little bit more bright and really pops with the purple. Where these kind of look a little muted, and I think they go with the color of these particular flowers in the sense that they let the flowers kind of do all the talking, you know, so to speak. But anyway, I'll do these colors with these, and then these colors with these. So we'll see how it turns out. And then I got to do the wood, and then I got to do the centers of the flowers, and then I got to do the beak and the feet. But otherwise, he's looking pretty cute. I love him. I hope you guys do too. Hey, and thanks for putting up with me. And I hope you enjoyed the video today, and hope you enjoyed visiting my channel. Questions, comments, suggestions below in the comment section. Feel free to let me know what your thoughts are, especially on the colors. Let me know what you think of the Caliart markers as we swatched them together. Let me know what you think of the Ohuhu markers and what I had to say about them. And, you know, of course, the Prismacolor pencils, the tone tan paper in this particular picture itself. I think it's one I'm going to be pretty proud of, regardless of if this kind of came out looking funky or not. It does look a little funky. I'm not going to lie. There we go. I like it, but I'm not sure it fits, if that makes sense. And then, of course, if you like the video, please hit that like button below. If you're not subscribed, if you're coming here for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. And, of course, after I upload, I go and get those links that I got things from, and I'll share them down below. And I hope everybody has a really great day. In fact, why don't you have a colorific day? Thanks for stopping by, guys. Bye.